Hey you guys, here is my FAQ, or frequently asked questions, for my brand new Sculpt program that we just launched yesterday. So before I get too much into the questions that I'm getting, I want to kind of give you an overview of the program if you missed yesterday's live announcement. Okay, so this program has been in the works for almost a year. I've been working on it for so long, so I'm so excited that the day is finally here that I can share it with all of you. Let me tell you a little bit about the program. So the program was designed for people, a couple different scenarios. People who have either reached their goal weight and they want to build some more muscle, or they have reached their goal weight but they want to continue to get more toned, or maybe they're really close to their goal weight, or even maybe if they're not close to their goal weight but they want to mix it up, work out in the gym, and build some muscle while they're losing the fat. Okay, so that's kind of the scenarios. Really anyone can do this program, but those are the kind of scenarios that inspired the program. Okay, so when you get this program, like I know you all are going to, there's two tracks. Okay, there's the tone track and the strength track. So the tone track is designed for people that still want to lose fat. So they want to get more toned. So what toned means is losing the fat that's covering the muscles, and building muscle at the same time, so you can see those muscles popping through more. Okay, so the tone track is still going to be set in a caloric deficit, so you can lose that fat, but you're going to be eating a little bit more than maybe you're used to, because the workouts are going to be super intense and you'll be lifting heavy. So tone track is for you if you want to get more toned, see those muscles popping through, lose a little bit of fat still. The strength track is for you if you've reached your goal weight and now you want to focus on building muscle, or even if you just want to kind of maintain where you're at, but you want some really challenging workouts and build your fitness level and your strength. Strength track would be perfect for you. You're going to be eating closer to a maintenance level, and you're just going to feel so amazing in your workouts because you won't be under eating. You'll really be fueling your body and fueling your workouts. Okay, so those are the two tracks. So it's kind of like two programs in one. So there's really nothing like this out there. Okay, so this is a gym-based program, but there are at-home substitutions for all the gym exercises located in the ebook. Okay, so you can totally do this program at home. I had a couple girls in my test group that did the entire program at home, and they saw amazing results, and they loved it. So it's a gym-based program. Let's see, what else did I get? Emily, what else did I? Am I missing anything? I got Emily on the camera. Hi, Emily. There's her wave. Is that pretty much everything, I think? Oh, the food, you guys, is so good. The meals are amazing. One thing I had mentioned yesterday is I tested all of the dinners on my family. All 8 of the meal plans, my kids loved every single dinner. So that's a huge plus, I would think. Okay, I think that's the basics of the program. Gym-based program, we've got the couple tracks, lots of good meal plans. So we're going to hop right into these questions. I'm going to tell you the main topics that I want to talk about in this Q&A. And then if you have questions relating to the topic we're discussing, feel free to ask them and Emily will read it to me. If you have a question that's about something different, still ask it in the comments, but I'm going to go ahead and answer it in the comments below just so we can kind of stay on track with these subjects, okay? So these are the questions that I've gotten a lot of since yesterday when we launched. So we're going to be talking about what kind of equipment you need for at-home workouts. That's going to be first, okay? We're going to be talking about the differences between the phases a little bit more, the length of the workouts, about kind of an example workout, okay? If you can do this program when you're pregnant or nursing, about alternating or combining Sculpt with my Fit Body Challenge. We're going to be talking about the ebooks, okay? And then last one is, which challenge should I choose? Fit Body Challenge or Sculpt, okay? So those are kind of the main topics we're going to hit. All right, so first, I've gotten a lot of, if I choose to do at-home workouts, what equipment would I need? And are the at-home workout moves demonstrated on video, or are they just listed in the ebook? Great question. So what you're going to need to do the workouts at home. With Fit Body Challenge, those workouts are set up more like circuit style, right? So you don't need as heavy, I mean, you're still pushing yourself hard, but the weights you're going to be using are a little bit lighter because you're resting less. You're going to need some heavier weights for this Sculpt program. If you're really trying to sculpt those muscles, you see what I did there? Sculpt those muscles, you need to challenge your body and push it a little bit harder in a different way. Okay, so you'll want to have a wide variety of dumbbells. Okay, so your 5s and 10s, you can start there, but you're probably going to want to get some 15s, 20s, 25s. Okay, and then see how you go. You may want to even get heavier than that, but everyone's different, so it's hard to say how heavy you're going to need. I would recommend just jumping in and trying it, and then kind of figuring out, like, okay, if that exercise wasn't challenging enough, maybe I should invest in some 20s. I only have 10s, or maybe I need to go way heavier, or maybe just a little. So just kind of play trial and error and just kind of see how the first week goes, and then grab some new dumbbells, okay? So all you need are dumbbells and a stability ball. Pretty basic, right? So for the videos, we do have video demos of all the at-home moves. But if you've purchased the program, watch through the video demos, you'll see that they're not included in that workout. Since this is a gym-based program, the main demo video is all the gym exercises, okay? We do have at-home video demos that we're going to put on my YouTube channel. As soon as we can, we'll be posting about it in the Facebook group when those are uploaded. So someone had a concern about going back and forth between the printed copy of the workout list and then the YouTube channel to see the demos and it being confusing. So these at-home exercises are not going to be crazy weird. They're going to be your basics, okay? Basics with little twists, all right? So once you know how to do the squat or the bench over row, for example, you're not always going to be going back and watching the video. Does that make sense? Or what a lot of people would do would be like the night before their workout, they'll look at it and they'll see what exercises they don't know, and they'll go watch the videos for those, and then they know them. It's not like a constant going back and forth type of thing. So hopefully that makes sense for the person that was concerned about that. Okay, someone also asked about how heavy of dumbbells do we need for the at-home version. I kind of addressed that already. So it's really it's different for every person. It's hard to say. So I would just recommend jumping on in and kind of seeing where you're at with your dumbbells you have at home. Okay? Next up, someone asks, are the workout phases the same for both the tone and the strength track? It seems as if the only difference is the meal plans. Am I correct? So I'm getting this question a lot. Between the two tracks, the meal plans are different. The macros are different. The tone track, like I said, is set in a caloric deficit, so you can continue to lose fat. And the strength track is set more at a maintenance level, so you're building more muscle and really just getting stronger, as strong as you can. But it's not set over maintenance, so you're not going to gain weight or get chubby or anything. Okay, so don't worry about that. The cardio is different between the two phases, or between the two tracks. In phase 1 it's the same, but it changes up a little bit in phase 2 and phase 3. The lifting workouts are the same for both phases. And people are confused by that, but really the goal of this program is sculpting your muscles, right? So the lifting workouts are the same because our goal is the same, is to sculpt our muscles. The difference between the two tracks is whether or not you're losing fat at the same time, right? And that's all going to be in your nutrition, okay, and your cardio as well. So there's really no reason for the lifting workouts to be different, okay? So hopefully that clears that up for you guys. How long are the workouts? A lot of people have been asking. So they are longer. This is not your in and out 20-minute workout type of program, okay? This is for someone who's really looking to change their body and sculpt their muscles. That doesn't really happen for most people in a 20-25 minute workout, okay? So they are longer. The lifting workouts are going to take anywhere from 40 to 45 minutes. Some days you'll only do lifting, and it'll only take you that long. There are some ab circuits that are about 10 minutes that you'll do a couple times a week. And there's some cardio workouts that are generally about 20 minutes, depending on your track, that you'll do a few times a week as well. So it's really up to you how you pair it all together. You could have a shorter day where you just lift, and then a longer day where you're doing lifting and cardio and abs, if that's better for your schedule. Or you can alternate when you do cardio and abs so that each workout is closer to an hour. I know I was never in the gym when I tested this program for longer than an hour and 15 minutes or so. Yes, it might take some people longer if you're new to the gym and you're kind of still figuring your way around, or if you get a little bit chatty with your friends. But I timed it myself. Hour to an hour and 15 minutes at the most in the later phases would be about what you can plan on. Again, keep in mind, this is time for you. You're carving it out to work on yourself. 1 hour a day is not that much if you're really looking to sculpt those muscles, tone your body, and make a big change, okay? I'm not saying that 20-minute workouts are not good enough. They're just, there's a place for that, and there's a place for this. So you just kind of need to decide what works for you right now, okay? One more note, if you do decide to go with the Sculpt program but the workouts are too long, you're totally welcome to modify them. If it says 4 sets, cut it to 2 or 3. If it says 3 sets, do 2. If you can't finish the last exercise, you just do the best you can, okay? So that's a little bit about the length of the workouts. One person asked what an example workout would be. I don't really want to give away too much, but I will say every phase is different. It is a body part split type of style, so you'll have a leg day, you'll have a back day, you'll have a shoulder day, things like that, an arm and chest day. It's kind of split up like that, and then you'll do some really targeted exercises on that body part that day, okay? That's about all I want to say because there's fun things involved that I don't really want to give away unless you purchase the program and find out. So, okay. Are any of your programs safe for a nursing mom or a pregnant mom? If so, what would be the best option to lose the baby weight but not be in such a deficit that it will negatively impact milk production? I was so happy that someone asked this question because this program is awesome, especially for nursing moms because it isn't in such a deficit. So what you could do is start with, if you're nursing, I would probably start with the strength track. That's going to be more of a maintenance level. And then add a little bit of calories. Or you can start with the strength track and just kind of see how you do. If you feel like your milk supply drops a little bit, you can multiply some of the foods by like 1.1. I think in past challenges, in past challenges, I've talked about multiplying it by 1.3 for nursing and pregnant moms. But since these calories are higher, you don't need to multiply it by quite as high of a multiplier, okay? But you may just be perfect on the strength track, and you may lose weight nice at a good slow rate for you because you're eating at more of a maintenance level. Some people may have to add a little bit still. Or you can do the tone track and multiply it by 1.3, kind of like my other programs. If you're pregnant, you will need to modify some things. Ask it in the Facebook group though, and we can give you detailed instructions on what to modify, what to look for, things like that. But for the meal plans, perfect. Okay, is there a general ebook for the program? I'm seeing ebooks for meals, workouts, shopping lists, warm-up, cool-down, and substitutions. So we had a little mishap, and on launch day only, which was February 21st, if you're watching this later, we didn't have the general Sculpt ebook on the download page. As of today, morning of February 22nd, it is there, okay? So if you purchase this program anytime after morning of February 22nd, all your books are there. There should be 6 total. If you only got 5 books and you purchased yesterday on launch day, just log back in and download your main Sculpt ebook. But there's been some questions that are explained in there in a lot of detail. So read through that, and that should clear up a lot of things, especially regarding the tracks, because it explains them in great detail there. Okay, last one, and this is a really good question. So this person says, I have 30 pounds more to lose. So my question is this one right for me? Another question that's very similar was, I'm on round 2 of the 6-week Fit Body Challenge, and I haven't made it to my goal quite yet. Do you recommend that I stay on this 6-week challenge till I get to my goal, and then start toning, building muscle with the Sculpt Challenge, or should I switch over right now and start working on the toning track? So great questions. My main advice would be, you can choose. Whatever you feel like. If you've been doing Fit Body Challenge over and over again, and you're still not quite to your goal yet, but you're kind of bored, and you just feel like you need to change, try the Sculpt program for sure. Stick to the toning track. The toning track does have a few hundred more calories, not a few, a couple hundred more calories than the Fit Body Challenge, but the workouts are also quite a bit more intense, lifting heavier weights, so you're going to be using those extra calories, okay? And, oh, I just realized I missed a question. I'll go back to it. If you still have a lot of weight to lose and you love to work out in a gym, try Sculpt. Do the tone track. If you have a lot of weight to lose, but you only have a short amount of time and you need to work out at home, maybe stick with FBC, Fit Body Challenge, okay? So really it's up to you. You can do the tone track with Sculpt, or stick with Fit Body Challenge until you reach your goal and then move over. You'll see results with both programs. So it's just kind of up to you what you're comfortable with and what you are bored of and want to try something new. So last question is, this is a good one, it's important. Can I do the Fit Body Challenge and Sculpt together? So I'm not really sure if this person meant at the same time or if she meant to alternate. So another person asked if they could alternate between Fit Body Challenge and Sculpt, as using like Sculpt as more of a maintenance or a building plan, and Fit Body Challenge is like a diet phase. And yes, that's a great way to use both programs. Or you can switch between the two tracks in Sculpt and then switch to Fit Body Challenge if you need a change. So you can definitely alternate between the two challenges. What is important though is that you eat the meal plan associated with the challenge, because I have set the macros for Sculpt a little bit differently than Fit Body Challenge to account for the heavier lifting, the harder workouts, the HIIT style cardio, things like that, okay? Whereas FBC's macros and calories are set for the shorter circuit style workout. Okay, so make sure you keep the right meal plan with the right workout. And if she's talking about doing them together, you won't want to do any program at the same time as Sculpt. Sculpt is intense, okay? There's not any time or much desire for most people to do more workouts on top of it, okay? If you're the type that loves to spend hours and hours in the gym each day, then, I mean, I guess if you want to try them both together, you can. But Sculpt is intense and it will push you. So, in a good way, Don't be intimidated by that, because you can always modify it as much as you need to, cut sets out if it's too long, things like that. But I wouldn't recommend doing them at the same time. So I know a lot of our 15-day challenges that we've put out, you can kind of combine because they're shorter at-home circuit workouts. Sculpt is totally different. It's an all-new beast, you guys. So it is awesome. So those are my FAQs. Emily, did you see any questions coming in that were similar?
Are the meal plans split into 3 weight categories?
Yes, they are. Good question. It's the same weight categories as Fit Body Challenge. It's the under 135, 135 to 165, and over 165 pounds. And they are different for the tone track and the Sculpt track. The meal plans are the same, but the amounts of the foods are going to be different. Okay, sweet, you guys. Ask any more questions in the comments below, and I will get to them in those comments. See you guys later.